Okay, so we got something new from Edifier, and I mean, if you're a regular on this channel, then you already know Edifier is one of my favorite speaker and headphone brands, and that's just because they do it so well. This is the Edifier M60 Multimedia speaker, and you already know how it's gonna go. They usually pack a whole lot inside the package for a little bit of money. So without wasting too much time, let's get inside this box and see what we're working with. We usually assume it's gonna be really good, but we never know how much they're gonna really pack inside these little packages. So without wasting too much time, okay, and it's usually this packed just like how most of Edifier's other speakers usually pack. Really good, real good protection. And that's the presentation right there. As you can see, this is really a desktop speaker, especially, I mean, this is designed for the type of desktop that may not have enough space and they want you to get some good audio. So before we jump inside and look at these, we're gonna see what kind of accessories we got here. Start guide and the manual. Figure 8 plug. I guess this is the speaker connector to connect the two speakers together. And these are your aux and RCA type C. I mean, you do get a lot inside this box. This is, look at that. This is five different pieces of accessories along with the manuals. That's pretty good. Let's get inside here. Let's see. So this one is the white one. I was looking at the box, I thought this was the black one inside, but nah, this is the white one. Wow. I'm not sure if you really understand how small these are and how really neat they look. And I'm assuming on a desk, they're gonna look just as neat. So this is the slave. This is the master. And these right here, I'm just gonna take one out. You won't have to be thinking about buying one of these. Go ahead, put it right here. Put the speaker right there. Now you get all that audio coming right inside your ear holes. That's how it looks. That's the side profile. And it got some little rubber feet under there to keep it from scratching your desk, as well as keep it from moving around when that bass starts pumping. I mean, what we have here is a really compact multimedia speaker system that, I mean, can be used in multiple different scenarios on your desktop, on your bookshelf. I mean, even if you have a really small TV setup, this can definitely do the trick. I mean, it is multifunctional, multi-use. You have multiple ways of input on the back right here. You have Bluetooth 5.3, you have aux input, as well as Type-C input. And this thing supports iRes audio wireless and iRes audio wired inside. Plus, it also supports codec, LDAC, and SBC. So, I mean, it has multiple ranges that it can reach with multiple different devices. If you're using iPhone, Android, Windows, or even Mac, pretty interesting. Two 1-inch silk dome tweeters and two 3-inch long throw aluminum drivers inside this thing. I haven't heard it yet, but the material feels really nice. The drivers feel really nice on this. Got some Edifier branding right here on the front. So the side view look like. I don't know if you can appreciate from the video how compact this is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to find a couple of different things to do some comparisons to show you how compact this thing really is, but that's what you see on the back. I'm gonna set it up soon and do a little audio demo, but yeah. Got a little bass port right here, and believe it or not, this thing is being powered by a 66 watt high efficiency Class D amplifier that is powering 15 watt times 2, and I think 18 watt times 2, 15 watts to the tweeters and 18 watts to these 3-inch woofers to deliver some really good audio. And combining this really powerful amplifier with the DSP inside this thing is capable of processing 24-bit 96 kilohertz audio at a frequency response of 58 hertz up to 40 kilohertz. With all that said, we just want to hear how this thing sounds now that you have an understanding of what they pack inside this thing. I mean, it's way more than that, but just to simplify it, that is what we're working with so far. We have the slave, we have the master, we have all the connectors, let's go set this thing up and do some audio demo. So we got the M60 connected to my smartphone. You can also go with the aux port, and I think you can use USB connection, but right now we're connected via Bluetooth for this first initial impression. We got the master right here, we got the slave over here. One thing I really like and notice about the master is you got the controls right here. So you got the power button that I'm assuming is also a multifunction button, possibly to switch different modes. And you got the volume up and down right here. And as you can see, I don't know if you noticed, but it's lit. Got some lights up in there.
Minute Maid, some of out that lemonade. Take a sip, blowing purple clouds, taste like lemon haze. Conversations back and forth like damn, we could go on for days. Looking back at it like damn, she bad when she walk away. Here we go, been down this road. They already know when we go on tour, I'll take you anywhere you want.
So I can't say I'm not surprised. I'm absolutely surprised at the audio that is coming out of this thing, because for one, when I was looking at the specs on paper, I was like, man, that seemed like it's kind of underpowered. It's probably not going to do that much, and because they're so small, for reference, I'm going to show you some reference real quick of how small these speakers are. This thing getting some big sound for a small speaker, man. Let's go through that again. I'm going to go from the top, because I'm surprised. Woo.
Minute Maid, some of out that lemonade. Take a sip, blowing purple clouds, taste like lemon haze. Conversations back and forth like damn, we could go on for days. Looking back at it like damn, she bad when she walk away. Here we go, been down this road. They already know when we go on tour, I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. People talk about us like they understand just what this is. I just wanna give you all you want and never talk to me. They don't say I'm way too young. Maybe I'm just ignorant. I'm gonna find nobody like yo, want some action. Spend a couple hours on the phone. Hey, I don't wanna let you go.
You know what? I should not be surprised, because these are some Edifiers. And Edifier always do it good, man, but I am floored right now. You know what? I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do some more tests, because I want to hear how this thing handles some other songs. Like real songs that I listen to every day versus, you know, I like this song, but I don't listen to it every day. And I do use it as a reference, though, for on-camera tests like this. But off camera, I use other stuff, you know. I use some really good classics, hip-hop, rock, pop, just to get a really good feel, some jazz, a really good feel of how this thing can handle different genres, to see different music lovers out there love different things. And you want to know how did this thing handle it. And so far, yeah, I don't know. Let's go. I'm gonna be right back. Just give me a sec. So I'm not typically a hype beast, but I don't know. I just have to say these are freaking incredible for their size. I mean, it's only 66 watts RMS coming out of this thing. As far as watts, I mean, it can peak much higher, I'm assuming, with some dynamic sounds, but 66 watts RMS. But how it's tuned though. And these little 3-inch woofers, long throw woofers, are freaking incredible. I have to say, these things are amazing, really incredible speakers. Let's just jump into the audio quality real quick. Amazing audio quality. The clarity, the bass that this thing delivers, really impressive. The mid-range, really good tonal quality coming out of the vocals, both in dialogue and just speaking if you're watching a video, and when you're listening to music, and the singers, female voice come across really clear, and also male voice, but I just emphasize female voice because, you know, sometimes those are a little bit more pitchy in terms of high notes when it comes to some female. You got some males that talk with high notes as well, but I'm just saying. But it really sounds crystal clear, sounds very visceral, almost like the person's right there in the room with you. These things are amazing. They're really impressive. I'm not a hype beast, as I said, but I don't know. I think these are worth the hype. if you're thinking about, if you're looking at some of those other small size speakers, I'm gonna show you real quick how tiny these are, but how impressive they are. They really impress me with the audio quality, but they're really small. They're really small for my kind of taste, but the sound that come out of it is really big. So for that reason, so I mean, if you're looking right now at the Pebble from Creative Audio, or you're looking from one of those speakers from, I don't know, let's say Logitech, or one of those other small size Razer, any one of those small size speakers from one of those other companies, and you're thinking, hey, you know, let me get one of those speakers, and yeah, some of those tiny speakers come with subwoofers. Forget that. Don't get those. Don't even look at those. Get this one. I'm absolutely sure you're not going to be disappointed. The kind of audio, I mean, especially if you are starting to get a more refined ear and you're listening to music and you're listening to different audios, playing games, and you want to hear some of that nice, crisp, clean audio clarity versus just hearing some nice audio with some bass coming from a subwoofer. If you're not into that and you want to hear some really good clean audio, this the new king. M60 from Edifier is absolutely it. Now I'm gonna show you something really quick. I'm gonna try to see if I can demonstrate to you how small these are. Let me grab a phone. This is my LG V60. This is just a size comparison of how small these are. Hold on, let me grab another phone. This is a much easier phone, you know, since the LG V60 has been a phone like since 2020. This is a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It's out now, it's new. There you go. That's a size comparison showing you how small these speakers are. That's the S25 Ultra. You put two S25 Ultra stacked beside each other. That is how long this is. And as far as, you know, the speaker is concerned, it's almost the same size as the S25 Ultra as far as height and the overall width. It's the same thing on the top, as you can see right there. This thing is really small. That is how small it is, but stick with me. Stick with me real quick. I'm gonna show you something real quick. I'm gonna give you some comparison. I think this is the MR3 from Edifier. There you go. That's a comparison. That's a size comparison right there. Boom. I don't remember which one this is. I'm gonna leave it down in the description, but this is also another Edifier speaker. This is a size comparison of how small this is. This is one of Edifier's smallest speakers back in the days. This was pretty small in comparison. This is one of the newer ones. As you can see, really good speaker. I like this one also, but we're gonna talk about that in a different video. But as you can see, that's the size comparison as far as this is concerned. I'm gonna show you something else really quick. This is one of my favorite speakers right now. This is the AirPulse 880. It's also an Edifier company. This is a sister brand to Edifier, and this is the size comparison to the 880's drivers compared to the drivers right there. I'll show you the drivers on these, but you're gonna have to just pull this thing off, and it's way too much work. It's drivers compared to drivers. All right, check this out. Boom. All right, this is the big dog right here. Massive speaker. And as you can see, this is the smallest one out of all of them. I'm absolutely impressed by this thing. I guess you can see the lineup of the drivers. This has the smallest drivers in terms of tweeter and the smallest drivers in terms of just the overall woofer itself, compared to something as massive as this one with these amazing tweeters. This is an absolutely different kind of beast, but I just put it in this lineup just to show you overall size comparison of how small this thing is and how small the driver is. And you obviously can see it's almost like you're going down a staircase down to the smallest one. This thing, you know, let me clear this off and then we can talk about it. So I've tested a couple of speakers, a few speakers in my day. As you can see, I do have a bunch of other speakers and I've not tested yet, and some that I've tested and some I've really liked. Currently, the reigning champ on my desk is the AirPulse 880. Amazing audio quality, absolutely refined audio quality, unbeatable. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're thinking about getting a speaker, because those are like $700, I'm almost never seen them on discount ever. Black Friday, it doesn't matter what kind of deals are going on Amazon or wherever. I've never seen those on sale. $700. You better have your money if you're gonna get those, but it's absolutely worth it. What I'm saying to you is, I've tested these, tested those, bunch of other speakers, that big dog speaker you just see I had here on the desk. I know what I'm talking about. This thing is an absolute winner. If you're thinking about getting a small speaker, it can fill a room, 66 watts in a nice size room. You can definitely fill it. I mean, it's not going to give you the slam impact and pressure like the AirPulse 880 or that big ass speaker that was sitting on top of here. It's not going to give you that slam and impact and all that pressure that comes from those. But what it doesn't have in that, it gives you in this nice refined audio quality and some really thick thumping bass. And for the money, I think like 100 and let me check the price. Right, so for about $180-ish, I think the price is fluctuating in terms of discounts. They're having some discounts every now and then. So if you probably watching this video during the time when it dropped, you could probably get that discount. I think the price is gonna go back up. I'm not sure, but I do know it's on discount right now for probably about $180-ish. Freaking steal. Grab it if you see it for $180, because I think normally it's about $200-ish with tax and all that kind of stuff. 200 plus, you know, heading out the doors, getting it shipped. So if you see it for $180, get this thing. I love it. I love the audio quality that comes from this. It sounds freaking amazing. It sounds good. It feels good. It feels really solid. I'm not a hype beast, but I'm hyping these up, and for good reason. It's not just hyping it up because I'm a hype beast. It's hyping it up because I think it's freaking amazing. And if you miss out on this one, you really miss out. And I don't want you to miss out. So I've tested a lot of speakers, and I've tested this one. And I say this one is a freaking buy. Go down the link in the description. Look if you see any discount codes that I'll leave down there, and see if you see this thing on discount currently on Amazon. Whichever link you find, I'm gonna just find the best link with the best price and leave it down in the comment section so you can pick one up for yourself. Click my face to get subscribed, and yeah, tell me down in the comment section if you like this color or if you'd probably get it in the black. It comes in 2 different colors. No, it comes in 3 different colors. I think you could get something like regular oak, white, this one I have here, which is the cleanest one so far, or you could get it in black. That's all I'm saying. Don't miss out on this one. It's your boy. Big up yourself.